Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest I, the 2D HD remake. I was zooming around, checking on places, and when I pulled up my map, I saw this little thing down here. I don't know what that is. We're gonna go check that out, and then whatever that is afterwards, we're probably gonna be going up to Galenholm and seeing about that back half of the city map, which should allow us access to the grave, but I don't know if we're ready for that place yet. So, just figured we start this off, go do a little bit of exploring, because there's not anything here in the original. So, anything that looks different on the map... Oh, hello, Berkeley. From old to new, I'm definitely interested in checking out, because it probably means new content. So, let's see what we got. Nothing up top here. Let's see. I don't think I can do enough damage to kill the slimes with a boomerang, so I'm gonna focus on killing these things one at a time, and then render the heal slimes pointless. So I hope everybody's having a great day, whatever day you're watching this, whether it's now or in the future. Hopefully you're not watching this in the past. If you are, however, please let me know. I want to know your secret. What is this? Is it just a secret area? But that wouldn't be marked on the map. Interesting. It is now early in the morning of Halloween for me. And I need my coffee. Why are you still alive? Good Lord. For those of you who did not grow up playing the original Dragon Warrior, critical hits used to be called Excellent Move, and it made the little special sound sort of thing that has sort of evolved a little bit, but it doesn't sound too different than it used to. But yeah, it was called Excellent Move, and then you got the increased damage. So the idea of the critical hit was totally something that came along later on. As terminology, at least. What is this? And how do I get it? Oh, okay. I wonder if I could have come here before the cave. I hope I didn't just propose to that cat. Blue chest. I cannot do blue chests yet. Anybody who gets upset about a human being in here, just remember, I'm actually a dog. Where are all the faeries? Excellent. I don't know what the snub spell does offhand. What? Strange forces stop me from picking them up. Oh, hello? Fairy foil. Okay. A crackle scroll. Nice. Let's use those. Cue the time. Got it that time. Crackle. So that should be the AoE next level ice spell. Did I just get crack recently? Why? Stop trying to open the same chest. Okay. Bit deserted, this place. And a blue chest I won't be able to open yet. Okay. Found a couple of those. So I've ran around, I did a little bit of looting just based on what I could get to now with my red key through red doors. Why is this here? There's nothing here. That's strange. But I didn't talk to anybody, so we are going to revisit some places that I have already looted. Slippery sap? But I didn't talk to people because I didn't want to advance plot or, you know, make you miss out on my amazing voice acting, really. Vial of magic water. I'm not sure why I keep searching, like, you know, on the edges of things like this, running up and down the edge. In this game, apparently, like, all the treasure is in barrels and pots and stuff like that, not just randomly hidden, tucked under a desk or something. Okay, we've had... Okay, first of all, let's see. Oh, whoa. Boosts defense when used as an item in battle. Hell yeah. Also, stronger than my axe, so... bronze shield... Okay, no improvements. Turban... Okay. Okay, yeah, cursed thing. Ruby wrist... Okay, so we have... Cursed wig that's constantly confusing the user into deciding the... Oh, well, that's obviously dumb. Prevents its wearer from being sent to sleep. That would not be a bad thing to have, just in general. It's got a nice luck boost, so I might replace the rabbit tail with that. Actually. I'm not seeing paralysis. Only one loss of luck and make me immune to being put to sleep. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Item. No paralysis? Okay, is that really all there is? A grim and inauspicious artifact said to have been found deep within a rocky ravine. Bag it! There was a cursed item that like a cursed ring, I think, in the original that I found that was found in that cave, I think. I think that's the modern incarnation of that, so I'm going to avoid. I feel like this is a little clearing here. This should totally be fairies to talk to, or something. Hurry up for yourself, cat. Okay, well, that was unexpected. Okay, so actually, yeah, so let's do a quick zoom around and check out the places where I can get to now and talk to the people that I need to, and then we're going to head to Galenholm. So, Tantagal had 2 rooms up here that were blocked off by red doors.
Though the master of this house offereth those who find themselves cursed much in the way of succour, he extendeth no such courtesy to those who serve him. Would that I might retire to the soothing springs of cold to the east, there to soak my tired and aching bones.
Those of mine eye have long been engaged in the study of methods for the removal of curses. Shouldst thou ever find thyself afflicted, prithee seek me out, and I shall be glad to aid thee.
Like if you put on a cursed choker that starts killing you.
Brenda, thus thou heard. Yea, 'tis said that the secret of how magic keys might be created is long since lost. Yet it is also said there is one in a certain town somewhere who is engaged in research on the subject of how said secret might be regained.
He's probably a descendant of the guy who borrowed my magic key in DQ3 and said, now I know how to use these. Let's see. Where else was there a red door? That's the downside of the way I was looting and exploring, is now I gotta remember all the places that I can go. I know there's obviously a little bit in the castle that I need to talk to. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, there was... around, because... Who needs clear flow of traffic in a giant castle? Is there one up here? Yay.
Sword, armor, helm, and shield, gather unto thyself all the accoutrement of mighty Eldrick, and thou shalt surely prevail in the battle against the Dragon Lord. South of here lieth a town, where legends of such items are told. Perhaps thou might learn more of their whereabouts.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright, and then that's the same, so there's still one room left here that I can't get to. Blue doors should be the magic key, if I remember correctly. This... Yeah, I have access down here. That just goes outside, not a big deal. Blue door.
A pox on my memory! I could have sworn the castle dungeon was around here somewhere. 'Tis said that the mighty Edric and his allies did commit all their magics and secret techniques to certain scrolls for posterity. Some say that the secrets of said scrolls hide in a town established by a certain bard with whom the hero of legend had dealings.
Like Galenholm?
Thou art young in years, as I am myself, and yet unlike myself thou art charged with a quest of great danger. I shall remain here and pray for thy success. 'Tis the least I can do. May the sun shine always upon this young adventurer, and the wind blow air on his back.
So in this little storage room up here, was where in DQ3 you found the Stones of Sunlight. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. You found one of the big items you need, just like up here in a chest. Alright, so that should be Tantigal. Actually, you know what? What? Oh, all the stuff that's over behind that door. I was like, wait, what the hell? How did I miss 8 treasures? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, some of those are not gonna. Well, I don't know. Alright. So, to Erdrick's Hollow, didn't have anything because it's a dungeon. Wayfarer's Chapel, I believe, had a door to go behind. I probably could have just done this all at the same time and looted while doing this, but I had a few minutes to chill before going to sleep last night. Believest thou the rumours of newly minted heroes roaming the land? Thou dost. Then I too shall choose to believe them, and may the goddess bless these heroes, whoever they may be. As far as I have heard, their merry band consisteth of a warrior, a priest, a mage, and one who fighteth solely with fist and foot. Just imagine. Alright, that should be it for here. Zoom. Shrine of Rain. I want to take a look at something. Okay, I was like, I know there's a locked door, but I don't remember what color it is, so let's go take a peek. This is probably going to be level 3 key. Okay. And then I want to try one other thing, as long as I'm here. Because I just noticed when I first got here, there's this thing way over here on the side. I just want to make sure there's not like a way to secretly get into this place. Okay. Just curious. Alright. Zoom. I think I had the insert that I did for last video was in coal. When I found that soldier. We did Quagmire Cave, Fairy Village, there's coal. Nothing else in coal that was interesting. Nameless Ruins, there were no doors. I don't think the roadside inn had any, but let's stop here, and then this should be our last stop before we head back. We head up to Galenholm. Yeah, this is just a straight shot through. What is that a picture of? Looks like a little house with a water wheel. Okay, cool. Alright, Galenholm, here we come. Coffee. Alright, shouldn't be anything really except straight into that room, but you never know when I might be forgetting something, you know, in one of these inns or something. Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Ah, 'tis thee. Well met, friend. We have decided to base ourselves here for the time being. This place may yet have need of our protection. While slow and steady most assuredly winneth the race, 'tis meet once in a while to put oneself to a somewhat stiffer challenge. Wouldst thou not agree? The study of magic requireth a careful balance of research and practical application of spells. Though were these less interesting times, I would much prefer that mine efforts be focused solely on research. If ere one feeleth one's monstrous opponents growing to be too much of a challenge, one must seek out weaker foes on which to hone one's skills yet further. Slow and steady winneth the race, after all.
Uh-huh. Alright. Well, I'm glad I stopped in there. Would have missed them. Probably wouldn't have missed them, but I would have missed them. Okay. Alright, that should be everything. Right? Unless there's... Nope. People just don't hide their treasure like they used to. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Oh, it's a port. Interesting. I mean, obviously that's new, so I never had an idea that that's what this would be. Medicinal herb. Oh, the owner of this house hath hired my services as a bodyguard. But to what end? Doth he fear that some ne'er-do-well might sneak in and make off with his smalls? I mean, I just stole 29 gold from him. You're doing a terrible job. An Arviste vest.
Take it, foul thief, licentious larcener, take it all! What need have I of money? Our world will soon be laid waste. What good will my gold be to me then?
Can I have one of your boats? Let's check that, Almost. Awards are worth extra money every time they win a battle? Might be worth a slight loss of defense there. Entrance to the grave of Galen? Why, it is over yonder. Though if thy mind is made to visit it, I suggest thou writest thy will before setting forth. Let's go take a look. Oh, hello. Know that none hath ventured to the grave of Galen and returned. Enter only if thou carest not for thy young life. Alright, well, let's take a pick around. Nine treasures. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how strong the monsters are going to be here, so. Oi! Okay, am I missing a lot, or are they dodging a lot? Because there is a difference. Alright. There's not really an efficient way to get through here, is there? There's a lock over there. Interestingly enough. Probably requires the thieves' key. But let's explore what we can and get, assuming we survive. And if it is the thieves' key, we will progress. If it's the magic key, then we'll leave and come back later. Why is there no treasure? Okay, we got a whole bunch of laddies in here, apparently. Are there going to be any other monsters anytime soon? Ow. Alright, nice to know we can one-shot skeletons now. Alright, this should just circle us around to connect with the other path. Nope. I'm going to swap to a different weapon. Alright, well now it's more efficient to just stay where I am. You're basically just a fallen candle. Where the hell's all the treasure in this place? Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, I think we're holding our own here. So I guess we're at the right level for being here. You stop stealing my magic, you turd. Ah, see? I got my magic back. Nice. Holy protection. A mini medal! A whistle scroll. Okay. Cower ring. Amazing. Alright, actually, let's take a quick peek over here. Nada. Really? Instead of plain clothes. Thanks. Alright, can we progress? No. Okay. That's disappointing, actually. But we've looted as much as we can from this place, so... I'm kind of curious because we don't have that key, which means we're going to have to come back here later with a different key when we will presumably be stronger than we are now. We're not exactly struggling in this place. That's weird. Alright, well... Find clues about the fairy leader's whereabouts. Explore the lands of the east. Okay, well I guess we're headed east now. Does that mean East Remoldar? I mean, that's really all there is. Alright, well, I guess it's time to go to the Marsh Cave. Well, this place got a little bigger. Alright, well, let's explore. Mini medal! Also, 3, okay. Chimera wing, excellent. Yes, yes. Bonk. I have another Vladdy, so same caliber of monster we were just facing. Oh, thank God. Yeah, we can kill bags of laughs in one shot now. Oh, hello.
Withdraw? But, Captain, we finally found a clue as to the princess's whereabouts. Canst thou truly mean to call off the search now, to give up at its late stage?
I did not mean to give up, simply to act with caution. For if we two are lost, then none shall remain to recover Princess Gwalen. Herein dwelleth a dragon, or so say the stories. Let us continue on to Remoldar, and there make ready to face such a foe.
There is sense in what thou sayest, of course, and yet the princess may be mere moments from this very place where we stand. We cannot simply walk away. Oh, thou shalt not escape me.
I think he just did.
Yeah, behind thee.
Greg! 'Tis thee. Thou didst come all this way alone?
Seemeth we find ourselves in thy debt once more, Bronx.
Though we neither asked for nor needed thine aid.
Let not thy pride get the better of thee. We fight the same fight, and we must needs take help where help might be found.
But...
I...
Captain, again?
I'm in no fit state to fight. Come to Mulder.
Aye, Captain, right away.
Alrighty then. Alright, blue door. Gotcha. Iron Lance. Probably not as good as what I'm using. And not so much. Alright. Grab my map, because we're probably going to find some stuff now. Alright, so... I guess we'll take the most direct route to get to Remoldar. And then we can go start branching out and explore from there. But we need a nice return spot in case of emergency. Alright, we can one-shot bull mustiffs. See anything? Nope. A little disappointing. Alright, well, again, so while none of these enemies are new to the Dragon Quest world, these are definitely, like, that imp is not in Dragon Warrior Quest 1. Sparkly. Luck. I like it. Hit quite hard. Gonna need a heal more spell soon. No sparklies. Or secret areas. Very disappointing. Okay, we got a cave, what looks like to the south of us. Obviously, that cave to the south there is not part of the original. Cave. Thanks. Very descriptive game. This way, Roboldar. This way, cave. Ow. Okay, I might actually need to put on the other armor for better defense at this rate. Rumbuldar! Oh good, you guys made it safely. Fear not, Captain. Well, fear not, Captain. We have reached Remuldar at last. I shall seek out a doctor right away. I've got a heal spell. No, no, please. Father, father! Oh. My thanks. I could not have carried him here alone. Aye, the captain is my father. 'Twas his example that inspired me to take up the sword. You're wearing a spear. And though I made the royal guard, I failed in the sacred duty with which I was entrusted. I was not able to keep the princess safe. Thus was my father forced to return from his retirement, that he might right the wrong I had wrought, though a great sickness doth plague him.
This sickness arising from the foul humours that do issue from the swamps that scar the land, and if it is not soon treated, yet it is born of a darkness, a force we have yet to learn how to adequately combat. I fear there is little I can do.
No! Thou meanst to say thou art unable to help him?
Forgive me, child. Perhaps there is a mage somewhere with a spell that might aid thee, but I know not whom nor what magic that might be.
What am I to do?
I'll keep my eyes out for you.
Alas, 'tis not a sickness that the usual salves or tinctures might treat. Perhaps the right spell might avail thee.
If there be such mage in Tantigel, I know not of them. Oh, father, what are we to do? Have we not enough troubles already that thee and thy friends must add to them?
No, I'm good for now, thanks. Where's the bloody door? Oh, there it is. Right. Well, that should be... I think I saw a blue door over there, so we can't get to that yet.
Who art thou? Thine is not a face I've seen before. Well, whoever thou art, pray spend the night at my family's inn ere thou departest.
Is that a ring I spy upon thy finger, friend? Hast thou no shame? Such adornments are solely the province of preening posers. Bite me. Secret entrance. When rain and sun in twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. So sang the ancient rhymes of Alfgard. A legend also speak of a stone betokening the sun which doth slumber within the grounds of Tantigel's castle. Yeah. The captive thou seest before thee is a bearer of false witness, a shameless and unrepentant fabulist. Believe not a word he uttereth. Let me tell thee a tale fit to chill thy bones. In a land of the distant south lies a forest that, once entered, may never be left. 'Tis said to have been cursed by one greatly skilled in the art of illusion. Okay. I shall not dwell upon the Dragon Lord's coming, lest the thought of it prevent me from plying my trade. Oh dear.
Thou art come unto a place of foretelling, of sight beyond sight. Though thou speakest not a word, I do know thy heart, thy purpose. Tell me, hast thou happened yet upon the most holy of shrines, the blessed sanctum? Then journey thee south from this place, there shalt thou find it.
Doubt not that the fiends are coming. Our town too will surely be laid waste ere long. O holy goddess, deliver us from this evil.
Well, trying to bring her back so she can. And, by bringing her back so that I could deliver you, but, whatever.
It's commonly said that only the one person e'er made the crossing to the accursed isle. Mighty Erdrick.
Well, and his frickin' companions, and his dad.
But the records of the town do speak of another, a bold and suppressing brawny warrior, who made the crossing some time before Erdrick did.
Okay, that was his dad, at least you gave him credit for that. Old Ortega himself. I'm assuming. Thou wishest to know if any practitioners of the magical arts might be found hereabouts. There is one who studieth such matters, although I fear thou might struggle to meet with him. He is an odd fellow, strayeth rarely from his home, door to which he doth keep locked till all day and night. Tight all day and night.
Thou art come unto the town of Remoldar, stranger. We bid thee welcome.
Our dwarves be fine craftsmen to a fellow, but they're stubborn little rat bags, and none too friendly neither.
Seemeth to me they once had occasional dealings with we humans, but none in recent times that I've heard tell of. Well, they probably object to you calling them rat bags.
Time was we were often visited by merchants from Tentacle or Galenholm, but we rarely see such free-roaming sorts these days. After all, who would be willing to risk roads beset by monsters?
I'm okay for now, thanks.
Ha! Dragonlord indeed. 'Tis quite the pretty name, but when all is said and done, a fiend is a fiend. If our good-for-nothing soldiery only had a mind to, they could rid us of that rogue in a moment. Thinkest thou not so?
Alright, Karen, whatever. Go demand to see the Dragonlord's manager. Though he is called a Dragonlord, that fiend of fiends' power far exceedeth that of any dragon. He is a fearsome foe indeed. Can there truly exist any weapon mighty enough to slay him? Any armour stout enough to withstand his wrath?
Okay, we have a Staff of Sentencing. Can be used on a group of enemies in combat, not bad. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I'm having a bit of a time with taking damage. Ooh, hello. I mean, lower defense, so that's a no. I will want to buy it eventually, because I think there's probably a completion trophy like in this one like there was in DQ3. That's a nice jump. I think I'm going to have to go for that. I'm going to go find a bank. Also, sell what we can.
Alright, let's see if there's a bank in this town or if I'm gonna have to zoom back home really fast.
Eek! Who art thou? What business hast thou here? Canst thou not see I am engaged in the changing of my petticoats? Begone, thou lascivious knave, lest I call the guard!
I mean, you don't look like you're doing anything.
Mini medal!
See, if you don't want me breaking into your home, lady, don't keep mini medals in here.
By thy costume, friend, I gather thou art somewhat enamoured of the great hero Erdrick. Then knowest thou of the mystery of the Saviour's origins? Some say that Erdrick was sent to us from a realm beyond the clouds.
Yeah, I did kind of fall from the sky in DQ3. Quite literally. A phial of pure water, you say? Can't tell what color the door is over there. Probably either blue or... I was like... Legends tell of how mighty Erdrick did use the rain's bow as a bridge to reach the Forsaken Isle west of here. They speak also of how the hero did descend into the darkness through a hidden doorway in the castle's throne room. Wanderer, if on thy travels thou shouldst chance to meet with the descendant of the Saviour Erdrick, promise me this. Promise me that thou wilt tell him all I have told thee now. Verily shall it stand him in good stead. I promise he'll know as soon as I do. Nothing. If rumors we'd believed, not only was Princess Gwelin kidnapped, but the treasured sphere of light was taken also. Is this kingdom, nay, is humankind, fated to fall to this dragon old fellow?
I got a bamboo pole. Wow.
Alright, let's see. Exit, out and around. Now, is there going to be somebody looking for someone who's actually in this bottom left corner? Probably.
Oh, Roderick, where art thou? Wherefore tarriest thou so?
Roderick is busy in the other end of town, lady. I'll need to set a better appointment. Communication is key. Woof. Oh, hey, I got in. What's up, dude?
How camest thou to be here? I did lock the door up tight with no ordinary key at that. Oho, thou possessest the thief's key. Then thou art plainly no ordinary fellow. But even the thief's key will be as naught to mine own magnificent magic key, just as soon as I am able to complete it, that is. I cannot seem to replicate the methods of old. Though I try and try, all my efforts disintegrate after but a single use. But I have had an epiphany. A bold bolt of inspiration hath struck. Finally, a good key for any number of uses is within my grasp. Forgive me, I have a tendency to become carried away. I am the warlock of doorlocks. And thou art? What bringeth thee here, pray tell? Well, well, so thou seekest a spell with which to remedy a life-threatening ailment. As luck would have it, I am something of a jack of all medical trades, and count healing spells among my plentiful arsenal. But alas, I am also extremely busy. Forgive me, but thou would have to look elsewhere.
You don't understand, old man.
Thou wouldst insist that I examine the patient, but it is as I told thee, I am busy, most busy indeed. And most devilishly inconvenienced to boot, for the dwarf who did until only recently aid me in my researches has rather selfishly chosen to vanish. It is only through the marriage of my knowledge of sorcery with his surpassing craftsmanship that the magic key might finally be completed, and we were so very close! I have little choice but to go to his dwelling place myself and see what hath become of him. Though the journey is the most perilous one, still needs one must suffer for one's craft, or so they say. Thou wilt go in my stead, thou sayest. I definitely wasn't aiming to convince you to do that. And in return, thou wouldst have me work with my healing magics. The cave wherein the dwarfs dwell swarmeth with slavering fiends. Thou wouldst journey there on my behalf nonetheless. Thou art a curious fellow indeed, but trustworthy too, I sense. Very well, I shall do as thou asketh. The dwarves' dwelling place lies in the deepest part of this cavern south of Remoldar. All being well, my friend the craftsman is to be found therein. I shall do all that I can to fulfill my end of the bargain, though whether my healing arts will avail against the powers of darkness remaineth to be seen.
I see that chest up there. Magic barrier scroll. Okay, so I'm assuming that'll be an anti-magic spell to use, rather. Roderick, are you here? Roderick? Where is Roderick? Roderick? Yes, I am he. My beloved awaiteth me elsewhere. Lume, then I have mistaken our twisting place yet again. Verily I am a doghouse bound. I thank thee, friend, for apprising me of my blunder. In return, I shall tell thee something of use.
From the baths of coal, walk thee southward and examine carefully the ground beneath thy feet. There thou shalt find the true treasure. This was a secret entrusted to my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather by mighty Edric. Now leave me. I must concoct some manner of excuse for this most embarrassing blunder. The lake on which Remulda standeth formeth something of a natural moat. Any fiend thinking to enter town would have its work cut out. And yet, even so, I suspect that we are not entirely free of fear. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. I need to zoom back to Tantagel. Should have my bank with my money. Right? Yeah, should be down here. Alright, let's get some upgraded armor here. Nice. And... yeah. What? Oh, I didn't math. Alright, well I got the important thing based on just needing the nice big upgraded damage there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna explore the lands around here really fast. And next time we'll head down into that cave and see what's up. So yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here for this episode. Like, subscribe, and hope everybody's having hope everybody's having a great day. Bye.